Welcome, this is George. What I'm going to show you today is how to polish platinum. You take some precautions before you do it. It's very, very important on platinum. So I'm going to show you different things, okay? How platinum goes. So somebody requested they want to see how to polish it, but you can see it comes in bullions like this. Okay, it comes in coins and so forth. I'm sure you could do your own research. This is actually pure platinum, okay? So just to give you an idea. So when the stuff is casted, you can see this is an actual shank. It was pre-made, okay? On the inside, you notice there's a stamp that says 950. So that means it's 95% platinum. The rest is iridium. The reason they add iridium to be able to work with it because pure platinum is extremely soft. It's a tough metal, but it's extremely, extremely soft to work with. Okay, so if you notice on this one here, while I was melting, we didn't know the ring with top was platinum. You notice the gold flowed around the whole piece. So, but the rest is platinum. So that's what happened. Platinum takes a very, very high temperature to melt versus gold. So this is a wedding band, same exact thing. On the inside says 950, plat, P-L-A-T. That means it's platinum 950. So when you actually working with the torch and so forth, I'm gonna explain to you the most important way to actually melt platinum with this little torch, yes. And you have to have these safety goggles. They have to be super, super dark, okay? If you want to settle for like eyeglasses, you are going to wake up and your eyes are going to be like this, okay? So it's very important to use these safety glasses. So don't be like thick-headed and say, oh no, I could do it. You will ruin your eyes. So it's a few things that I actually use to polish. You can see these here. I bought these from Stellar. Here's a shout out to Stellar, okay? So you have to use different things. So these are rubber wheels. You could look them up on Stella. Look for rubber wheels, the barrel ones. These fit right on your shaft. Okay. Let's see here. So what I do is I do different, different steps. Okay. So I start with this one. Okay. This is the smooth. And you work your way down like this. And here's the green. And then I do the red. But the last one is the green. Okay. So this is gonna make it super shiny for you, but you need to do these steps. But if you want to add more to it, it's the best way to do it. So these four will do the job. And these sandpapers, you want the finest ones you could get because you want it super fine. Okay, so when you grind it down with the disc, it doesn't matter which disc you use when you're sizing, but you want to smooth it as smooth as possible on your bench, then take it to the polishing machine. Okay. So first I'm going to go over the actual platinum. I'm going to show you how it heats up for the people that don't know. So come on, show my pretty face. All right, look at me. All right, so we're going to go like this. It's extremely, now you can see, I can't see nothing. So when I light up the flame, I am going to see the flame only, okay? So I'm blind, so I got to put these on. So I want to show you how to use the torch first. So we're going to light up. Okay, lighter, propane. I changed the tip to number 7. It's very important to make sure this is really tight. Okay, so when I put my oxygen, you want to listen to it. Now listen, you cannot do it like you would do regular gold. You could sit there all day and try to heat this. Okay, now watch what happened. So I'm going to heat it here, and the whole ring is getting hot because it's going the same temperature, right? Okay, that's not going to do nothing, absolutely nothing to that ring, okay? So I'm going to try to melt this. Yeah, I got a few extra pieces here. Okay. All right, so let's take this thing here. Sorry, I have to switch between goggles. All right, so let's say this is platinum. My son made me flip my board because he says he can't see it through the camera, so I look like I've never done a thing in my life. So here you go. So I'm going to do regular torch. Okay, just consistent heat. And I'm going to melt this. Okay. Be patient. Now, if you had diamonds on the sides, you could kiss them goodbye. They will burn. Okay? That's not gonna melt. So I'm gonna show you the actual secret to this, okay? So I'm gonna use these regular because I'm gonna shock it very quickly. So watch this. Now listen to my torch. When I crank it here, so I increase this, listen to my torch. See how it's hissing? That means I'm going with really high oxygen. Okay? See how quickly I melted that? That's how you could actually fuse things together. So by increasing your oxygen, that's how you can melt it super fast. But otherwise, you're gonna sit there forever. So when I go, let's say for example, if I wanna fuse this together, okay? I'm gonna hold it just like this. I barely use any solder, okay? You don't want any solder. So I'm gonna go like this. So let's say I'm gonna heat it right here. Now listen to my torch again. That's why, look at my hands. One is increasing the oxygen, welded. See how it welded together very quickly? But now if I would have sat there like this, just regular torching, forget it, the whole ring is burnt. You want to try to melt it as fast, even on the thicker pieces. It doesn't matter how thick the piece. So the thicker the piece, the more oxygen I add. Okay? So now let's get that out of here. So now we're gonna go back to polishing. Okay? So I'm gonna take this ring here. So let's scratch it a little bit. I'm gonna use this, just a burr here. Whatever, anything. So I want to take this wedding band. And I want to gouge it up. Let's say some sizing, right? When somebody comes in from the street or casting's gonna look a lot cleaner than this. So first I hit it with this barrel, okay? Just sand it, okay? That's one step. Okay? Now, second step, I use the blue wheel. And you might have to dip your hand in water all the time because it gets really hot. Okay? Like that. Third step, I'm gonna go to my pretty much grayish, light gray. If you want to skip a step, you can, but I'm just showing you to do less on the buffing wheel. You could do it, especially sometimes when there's a lot of diamonds on there. You don't want to sit there and start cleaning compound, right? Fourth step. So it's gonna do the red. You can see it. Okay, so the last step is the green. So this is gonna shine it up the most. Now watch this. Look how beautiful that's gonna look. So that way, you know, as I said, if you do like a pave ring and somebody comes in, you know, they buy the stuff that's cast in place. Forget it. You don't want to be sitting there buffing that. So look at this. Can you see how beautiful that is? Look at it. So those are the multiple steps I use. But then I could just do very light rouge on the actual wheel in the back. So you can see. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this. Please give me a challenge because it seems like I'm showing very basic stuff, which helps a lot of people, and I'm not no star. So, but I really appreciate all the comments and waiting to hear from you guys. Thanks a lot.